for another Empire review. That's for the thumbnail. What's up, everybody? Okay, so y'all, I just got off from work, straight from the grocery store to get a girl a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, and some soup from, you know, the stuff that they make at Rouse's. I know they don't have Rouse's everywhere, but y'all, Rouse's is like the best grocery store ever. Like, I go there damn near every week, and they boil lobster for me. And then they boil it in crab oil, and it's so good, and it tastes so much better than when you steam it, because when you steam it, it kind of, it's still a little tough to bite, but when you boil it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go to Rouse's to get a bitch some soup, because I don't know if you can hear it or not, patting on my window. It's some rain, okay? It is pouring down out there. Your girl's natural hair was about to be nothing, because your girl got natural hair, so rain does absolutely nothing to it. It just refines the curl, okay? It just reactivates the product, okay? Look, y'all, when did I do my hair, y'all? I don't remember. All I know, this is 4-day hair. 4-day hair. Catch it, release it, okay? And I will be doing a video tutorial on this hair. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's get into my notes for Empire. You guys, don't y'all love Empire? It's just, it's everything to me right now. Like, it's taking the place of all of the scripted shows, you know, like that I used to watch and review, like Scandal. Like, it's so much, it's better than Scandal to me. But that's because, like, y'all don't understand, like, the Taraji thing. Like, the Taraji thing is so real. So Tiana and Veronica, two of the artists on Empire's record label, are doing a video shoot together where they have like this song. It's very like Rihanna-esque. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they would let a bald brown skinned girl be a pop star right now, I would live. But I feel like in this day and age, you're not. And then she got a powerhouse voice. It's like, if you're not Beyonce, you can't be a pop star and have a powerhouse voice. Because, you know, Rihanna ain't got no powerhouse voice. But, you know, I know how y'all feel about Rihanna. She's cute. She can make a hit, and she can pick a hit. But I'm sorry, she is not a powerhouse vocalist, okay? It's some accident where Tiana's people make her kind of bump into Veronica. And Veronica's like, where's my manager? Manager! And her manager comes on the set, fat dude. You know, you think a manager gonna have a suit on. Oh no, this the nigga from the hood, okay? It's obvious he didn't have a job. And Veronica was like, that's my favorite cousin, so I'm gonna give him a job. I'm already on a record label. I mean, all I need a manager to do is write shit down. So, you know, she got Mel as her manager. He walk up like, you know, kind of coming at Lucius like, yeah, I'm her manager, and you promised a whole lot of things that you ain't come through on, Nick. So you better watch yourself, son. And then Hakeem's like, hold up, what? And it's like, Hakeem, sit your little ass down, okay? Mel look like he body slammed the fuck out you, okay? Look like he would split your flat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he need, look, you don't want none of that. Your daddy got this, okay? And Dad like, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about, but, you know, we can take this outside to my trailer and we can have a conversation. Anytime a nigga named Lucius tells you we about to take this shit outside, please expect to be beat with a pipe like a pimp. Okay. Those types of pimps, like I feel like Lucius is, not really, they don't like to hit women, but they will fuck a dude up. They always have like a pipe or a cane or just some long and hard they can beat the shit out of you with. Man, Lucius took Mel to his trailer, beat the shit out of him, and was like, he is no longer Veronica's manager. Please send his ass back to the hood where we found him. Thank you. Cookie shows up asking about Bunky's funeral. Like, can you share? Like, he was my cousin, Lucius, you know? And Lucius is like, look, I'm gonna set something real special up, all right? I got something real nice planned for Bunky's funeral, y'all. He trying to get Gladys Knight up in that goddamn thing, okay? And, you know, she's just kind of like, you know what, all right, because she was trying to go into the video shoot, but he wouldn't let her pass. So she was like, you know what, that's all right, I'm going to go ahead about my business, you know what I'm saying? But you need to be glad I'm not in the mood today, okay? Because I would have shut this down. I would have shut it down. And he was like, you look nice. And she was like, whatever, and she kicked the limo. And I was like, see, there's something there. And I tweeted last night, like, I know Lucius is a horrible person, and Cookie's like, you know, your worst hood auntie. But I still want them to be together. Don't it seem like they were kind of made for each other in a way? It seems like everything that he lacked as far as heart is what she had. And his, like, business savvy, which I feel like she had too, but because she's been out of the game so long, it's not the same. I feel like they would complement each other much better than him and Anika, but I'm going to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what's going to happen. You know, you light-skinned niggas and whatever. Anyway, So a detective shows up because y'all know they're trying to investigate Bunky's murder, trying to find out what happened to Bunky. But of course, we all know Lucius shot Bunky, but he's putting on like he really cares, like he wants the detectives to really delve in and find out what happened to Bunky, okay? And the detective kind of seemed like, nigga, I don't trust you like that. So Lucius tells Andre to get at his contacts at City Hall and find out who the police are looking at for Bunky's murder, okay? Cookie and her assistant, what is her name? Portia? I can't remember her name. Anyway, something with a P. Precious Portia, Princess, something hood. Cookie is auditioning songwriters for Jamal because she listens to his songs, but she feels like he needs to sing somebody else's song, you know, just to get the juices flowing, you know what I mean? And he not really here for that because he wants to do his own music, but y'all know Cookie gonna do whatever the fuck she want to do. Like, I'm not gonna tell y'all, I really have a cousin Cookie in my family, okay? I love Cookie. Hey, Cookie. I just saw Cookie last weekend at the funeral for my auntie. Hey, Cookie. I don't know if she watched it, but hey, Takima. Hey, Takima. Okay. So I got to see my cousin who I haven't seen in so long at the funeral. Y'all, I can't stand it. That's the only time I get to see all my people. Like, back in the day, my whole family used to be around all the time. Like, my whole family. So, you know, whatever. But it was good to see them. And so Takima is like one of my biggest fans. She watches all my videos. So I want to shout out my cousin Takima. Hey, Takima, I love you. And the little babies, hey, babies. Y'all, look, I love my family. Anyway, y'all, but I always forget. I don't forget, but like when I'm doing the videos, y'all know I'm like in my thing. I'm trying to make sure I get everything. I'm trying to give y'all life. I'm trying to give y'all me right now. But at the same time, shout out to my motherfucking cousin. It's hot in here, y'all. It's these lights, and then Lyric got the damn heater popping. This heater hot as a motherfucker. Ugh. But look, anyway, it's gonna be cold in a minute, so we're gonna be cool. Let's get through this. So, like I said, Cookie's auditioning singers, but nobody, you know, nobody's really coming in with that shit. You know, they talking all the club popping bottles bullshit. That's not real writing. That's not love song writing. So, Andre comes in looking all, you know, fucked up, you know, you know, looking all conniving and shit. And he tells Cookie that the Jorgensens or whoever they are, some Norwegian white boys who've written all of these hits. And, you know, he sends Cookie in there to go try to kind of vet them to write for Jamal. But first of all, they don't understand English completely. And Anika is the one they came to see. So as soon as Anika comes out, and all of that shit, they all bucked up and shit. They like, oh, Cookie. Oh, no. She's like, oh, Cookie is visiting from prison. And I was like, see, I wish Cookie knew Norwegian so she could have punched you in your fucking mouth right there. Anika is a slick little bitch, and she really works on my nerves, y'all, because she don't show respect where respect is due. Little girl, if it wasn't for Cookie, your little young hot ass would not be here right now at Empire doing what you're doing, okay? All of this shit is because of Cookie, okay? And we find out this episode when Cookie went to go see Cuba Gooding, Puma, we find out that, like I said, she actually did go down for him. It wasn't that they arrested her. No, she went down for him. So to me, just the audacity for you to not only have another bitch in here acting like she runs shit, but for you to be letting everybody in here disrespect me like I ain't just go to jail for 17 years for your high yellow ass, I'll bitch like the fuck out you. You know, I felt that. I'm sorry. Oh, Anika hired a PI to follow Cookie, and this is another reason I don't like Anika, y'all. If I get shiny, y'all, I'm sorry. I put on powder before I started the video, but you know, whatever. So she hired this PI, and the PI gives the pictures of Cookie in a car with that FBI lady that she met with at the end of the first episode, I think it was. She met with her last episode too, but they took pictures of the shit and they making it look like she turned Lucius in to get out of jail. So Lucius, y'all hear these little feet? It's my dogs. So Lucius decides that he's gonna go to the funeral home and talk to Cookie. Cookie's in there crying and shit like, what happened to you, Bunky? You know, like that. If y'all don't sit down somewhere, move. They won't be in the video. I feel like they wanted you want to be in my videos. Whatever. Lucius rolls up on Cookie at the funeral home to ask if she flips on him so she could get out of jail early. And she's like, you think if I flipped on you, you would be standing right here, Lucius? And he's like, look, Cookie, I love you, okay? No matter what happened between us, I love you, okay? But if anybody gets in between me and my family and my empire and what I'm trying to make for my family, I will destroy my enemies. And she's like saying the whole time, it's my family too, Lucius. It's my empire too, Lucius. Like, you know, just trying to let him know you didn't get this shit by yourself. So it's not just your loss. So calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was all out of pocket with that shit. You threatened Cookie like that again. I'm just saying, bitch have kids, put you on game, gave you the money, and went to jail for you, and your niggas ain't loyal. Oh my God. So at Bunky's funeral, Cookie asked her sister if she told somebody about this deal, right? Because the FBI lady told her, I mean, not the FBI, but because Lucius had came to her with, you know, asking her these questions, she wanted to know if her sister, who was the only one who knew she made a deal with the FBI, you know, if you told anybody. Her sister was like, look, I ain't telling nobody, nothing, okay? So it's not her sister who told somebody. We know that it's Anika, but she doesn't know it yet. So while they're talking, they see one of the old dudes who, you know, used to sing and had a hit single when she went in jail. Well, now he walking down the street like a crackhead. And the sister was like, yeah, girl, after Puma left and stopped writing for him, his just life went to hell, you know, like that. And we discovered that Puma, Dwayne, was an old partner who used to write. One of the best, you know, songwriters that they knew in the hood back in the day, right? Like, can you imagine? Like, back in the day, gangsters was actually writing love songs. What's wrong with you niggas these days? I'm just saying, like, nigga was being whored in the street, but love his lady, so he had to write her a song. You know what I'm saying? So at the funeral, some kid was like crying, like right in front. You know, Lucius got to have his all white suit on, giving you Nino Brown realness. Got to get a little boy $100 to start his record career. Here, son, here's $100. Get your record career popping. And I'm like, what you giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving, nigga? Like, what you giving out tennis shoes on Christmas, nigga? Like, what is this? Okay, like, the showboating shit. You know, I'm glad he did it because it's nice that he did do it. And he still, you know, knows the realness of it all and appreciates where he is. But at the same time, like, you treat a child on the street better than you treat your own people. I'ma just say that. You know, your son Jamal, your wife, whatever. Anyway, I mean, your ex-wife Cookie, whatever. Anyway, so Gladys singing at the funeral, y'all. Okay, I was here for it, okay? And Lucius gave the eulogy. How you gonna get a eulogy when you shot your main man in the face? You shot him in the face, not in the heart, not in the back, not in the ass. You shot him in the face. So much right there, right? But as he's giving the eulogy, calling him a degenerate and an alcoholic and a gambling asshole, I love him. He was my boy, you know what I'm saying? But he was so disrespectful, but at the same time, he was crying so hard, y'all. And it almost seemed like, you know, he was having these flashbacks of back in the day when they would be, you know, getting their drugs, bagging their drugs and shit in his garage. And he would, you know, be like, hey, Dwayne about to come. Hurry up and get out of here, because, you know, he'll come and snatch y'all drugs and shit before y'all make the drop. So, you know, and not a gun on Bunky. Bunky was, you know, Bunky was loyal, man. Bunky did what he was supposed to do. But Bunky was kind of like a nigga that turned into a crackhead. You can't be gambling away all the money somebody give you like you got an endless fountain or some shit like that. You know what I mean? If you were smart, you would have been trying to make your own money and get your own place in that company so you wouldn't be driving niggas around for 20 years. But that's your fault. That's your fault, Bunky. I don't know what to tell you about that, son. And I even feel like it's your fault that Lucius killed you, because you don't roll up on Lucius with a gun and think you gonna live to tell a story. You know this nigga crazy. You know, because you grew up with him. Come on now. But y'all, Bunky gone. And that was fucked up. That was fucked up how he was crying so hard at that funeral, boy. Anyway, so Andre goes to see the deputy mayor to find out who the police are investigating for Bunky's murder, right? We think he about to get some information from the little deputy mayor chick, but he bends her over the desk and fucks her for the information, okay? Nika and Lucius are talking about some cat named Beretti. We haven't really been introduced to Beretti, but they've been talking about him. He is the person, I'm guessing, that must have gave Lucius whatever he needed to start the record company along with the $400,000. But Beretti is trying to stop the IPO, okay? So that's a situation they got going on. Plus, Lucius wants to have this party for Tiana and Hakeem because they the new hot couple and they all over the blogs. And it's like, you know what, Lucius, kill yourself with that, okay? And just exploiting your kids. It's wrong. I feel like it's wrong. The detective goes and talks to this homeless man, Old Salty, which reminded me of some old balls. But I'm going to leave that alone as well. Obviously, like, you know, a schizophrenic or, you know, a mental patient that's probably just out on these streets, because if you got a governor like Bobby Jindal, we kill mental health bills, and we killed all the money towards mental health. So now like crazy people are just out in the fucking streets. You know, that's what governors do when they assholes. Anyway, y'all, in my life. So the detective goes to talk to the old man, and the old man is like kind of talking in Bible verses and shit like that. But dude is like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I got a cousin who was a little off, and he always knew what the fuck was going on. You just don't know what he's saying when he's telling you what was going on, but something was going on. The cop wasn't about to just give up. Okay, so later on, he actually went back to him, and the old man kept, you know, speaking on that, you know, David in the lion's den. And he's like, he showed him a picture of Lucius and was like, is this the lion? And the old man was like, yeah. Old Salty said, yeah, that's the lion right like that. But my only thing about it is you can get that thrown out of court with that type of witness. Regardless of whether he actually knows it or not, obviously he's right. He knows what he's talking about. In a court, a good lawyer can have that shit thrown out in 5 minutes, okay? So Andre is on the phone with the Deputy Mayor Alvarez getting the information that he gave her the dick for earlier, right? And Rhonda walks in like, who was that on the phone, honey? Oh, so how did you get that information? I'd like you to tell me how you got that information. And then, all of a sudden, when we all on Twitter like, Rhonda is a sharp bitch, goddamn. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, you know how Deputy Mayor Alvarez like it? I'm going to show you how she like it. And he bent her over and fucked her like he did Deputy Mayor Alvarez. And then she says, call me her name, Daddy. Call me her name. And I'm like, is this some mixed couple shit? Y'all comment in the comments down below and tell me. I'm just playing. I don't really think all mixed couples do that, but that was some weird shit. Anyway, so I mean, y'all, that sex scene just bothered me. It didn't bother me, like, And then the next sex scene that bothered me was Hakeem and Naomi Campbell. First of all, Hakeem and Naomi Campbell been fucking around for over a year, but don't nobody know about it. You know why? Because Hakeem is using Naomi Campbell to work out his mommy issues on her vagina. Because while they're in, you know, flagrante delicto, I think that's what it's called. Basically a real fancy way of saying they was fucking. You know what I'm saying? She like, what's my name? Who am I to you? My mama. Mom, you want to have sex with your mom, Hakeem? Something's wrong with you. Anyway, so Cookie meets with the FBI lady, and FBI lady tells her that Lucius knows, and they're not going to fuck up the investigation because of her nosy ass husband. They're actually investigating some guy named Frank Gathers. And supposedly he must be some bigwig that Cookie has some info on, because that's how she got out of jail. So her and the FBI lady come up with a plan for her to pretend like she's her parole officer and bring her up to Lucius' office so he can see that she's a parole officer and, you know, get him off Cookie's back. And the whole time, you know, they up there talking, he's telling her, you know, I'll tell you the first time she does something wrong so you can take her back to jail. That, like, why you keep saying that shit? Like, shut the, like, that was making me mad that he kept saying that about her going back to jail. Why do you want her back in jail? What the fuck are we missing in this storyline right now? Okay? And when he walks out and the FBI lady comes back, and she has the information that Cookie asked for, because Cookie asked for the detective or the FBI lady to look for Puma because nobody knows what Puma is. He just up and disappeared. So we got the information on Puma. So Cookie gets the info, goes and finds Puma on his ranch that he, you know, obviously owns, and he's helping kids, you know, disadvantaged kids, helping them not go down the wrong path. And he's sitting down while he's like, oh, look at you. What have you just been bathing in buttermilk? Your skin's so smooth and beautiful. Oh, you know, Lucius is a son of a bitch for making you go down for him. If you were my lady, that would have never happened. I mean, he is laying it on thick as a mug, all right? She's asking him to do a song for Jamal because she's really trying to get a good love song for Jamal. And he says that he can't do it because he don't fuck with Lucius, but he's going to send her something when she gets up to leave, right? And the song is a song that she given to Lucius a long time ago, but he couldn't get it to work. You know what I'm saying? So she playing a song for Jamal later on at his apartment and telling him, boy, play that song. And he sits there for a couple of minutes and comes up with an arrangement. And she's like, good. Now play that tonight at your daddy's dinner party. That'll piss his ass off. And I'm like, good. And bring Michelle too. We bringing Michelle. And I dare your daddy say something. Michelle is Michael, okay? And I just wanted to say that, like, Lucius is talking about, I didn't raise no girls, so I don't know why my son is walking around being somebody's bitch. And it's like, I don't know if you know this, but if we gonna be doing that type of ignorant shit, Jamal is definitely not the the bitch in this relationship. I'm gonna say that. They having the Black Clue dinner sitting down, and Cookie sits at the end of the table, and Anika is like, look, I know you don't know because you don't live here, but this is my house and that's my seats. And she like, girl, go sit down there by your daddy and get out of my face. Up your fucking ass. Oh my God, like, she really thinks she could, I would be scared of a bitch that just spent almost 20 years in prison, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, I would think she know how to get down, shank, shank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be sleeping on her ass whooping skills, Anika. And I feel like that's what you're doing, okay? So, of course, Lucius is like, just come sit down here with me, baby. Okay, please come sit down here with me. And so before they start to eat, Cookie's like, because we pray. Oh, you out? Whatever. So, Cookie wants to make them pray, right? And of course, y'all know Hakeem got to be an asshole about it. But she, give me your hand, boy. So she says a prayer. And at first, the prayer was like, you know, I'm just so happy to be here with all my family. And Anika is giggling down there at the end of the table. So she's like, and Lord, please help phony bitches that get whole ass PI agents to follow me, Lord. Please bless her, and in Jesus' name, amen. It was just so smooth and so gutter. I live, I swear I do. So later on, after dinner or whatever, she walk up on Anika and she said, yeah, God may have forgiven your ass, but I haven't. You better stop playing with me, little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And Anika tells her, do you know that my father is a doctor and my mother is a debutante and so am I? Do you even know what that means? And she's like, a rich hoe. And she's like a rich hoe that could snap your, what she say, slit your throat without disturbing her pearls. Ooh. You know, and the most realest response to a bitch that's been in jail for 20 years. Ooh, that just made me hot. I was like, no, she didn't say that shit, y'all. That was too funny, y'all. So Jamal goes to sit down and perform the song, right? And as soon as he sits down to perform, Lucius immediately notices the song, right? And he's just staring at Jamal while he's performing his song. And Cookie's looking at him, and you can tell that he's thinking about it. He's having flashbacks of them back in the day and how much they loved each other and how much they was down for one another. And it's just plain to see that this shit ain't really over, okay? So after he's done performing the song, Lucius ass talking about, son, that was awesome. I never really heard the potential of that song until you played it. Because you know I own the song. I got it. I bought that song from Puma a long time ago. So he has the rights to the song. I'm like, Puma, why you gonna send him a fucking song that Lucius already owned the rights to? What's up with that shit? But anyway, like, we should make John Legend put this on his new album. And I'm like, no, that's fucked up. And this really pissed Jamal off. You know what I'm saying? It really pissed him off, and he went off on his daddy. He was like, you know what? The only reason I performed this song is because mom said that your ass couldn't perform it. Like, how does it feel to know that your little girl can do something that you can't? You know what I'm saying? Jamal was like, see, I'm better than you, nigga. I'm so much better than you. I'm you on steroids, okay? You can't take nothing from my talent. Baby, let's go. And Michael's like, I'm behind you, honey. And I'm like, yeah, see, I'm telling you once again, Jamal is definitely not the bitch in this relationship. Not saying that Michael is, but he will play back to Jamal and, you know, play his position, and I live. You know, he leaving, and Hakeem's like, man, don't go. But Lucius like, let him go. This is a place for a man and his woman, not some sissy and his bitch. And Cookie is like, you going straight to hell, Lucius. To hell. But until then, I suggest the 4 seasons, okay? Get your fucking ass out of my face, nigga. You better get the fuck out of here. After that, Andre starts messing with Hakeem about not worrying about being the most talented because his daddy gonna pick him anyway. Naomi was even saying, you know, who cares about talent? Who cares about talent? You're going to inherit the palace. And it's like, girl, shut up. Like, here we go. Let's go with this shit. So after all of that, Cookie's walking around the house and Lucius is in the room about to take these pills for the ALS, and he hides the pills from her. And she says to him, she was like, you know, I see that you hiding from something. You look like you're running, but it's going to catch up with your ass. And don't forget, you can't run from me and you can't hide from me. You hear me? Because I'm in here. She gave him that Ike Tina Turner. You hear me, bitch? I'm in here. So Jamal is at home pissed off about what happened with him and Lucius comes over all unannounced. And when he walks in looking like King of the Jungle and shit, looking like, this is beautiful. What is that, velvet? Like, you know what I'm saying? Looking like James Earl Jones out this bitch. So he come in there and he's like, look, I don't know why I'm here. But he starts to talk to him and he's like, you know, Daddy, I did that song because I love you. Like, I arranged that song because I love you. And you spit in my face. You know what I mean? And he was like, look, son, I've been trying to teach you since you was a child. These streets will eat you up. This is life or death. And he was like, yeah, you used to beat me to toughen me up, right, Dad? No, you beat me when I was a kid because you hated me. And he was like, I don't hate you, son. I don't understand you. And he was like, it's not for you to understand. It's not for you to understand. All I know is, fuck you, fuck the song, fuck your money, fuck anything that you think you own around here. Okay? Because my obedience is not for sale. Like, he was going at it. He was pissed. He was all in it. Light-skinned, hard shit right now, right? And Lucia's like, that's a nice speech, kid. Especially in a house that I'm paying for. And Jamal was like, Michael? It's like, yes, honey. Pack some bags. We getting the fuck. He was like, fuck that shit. I'm not about to deal with you with this. I'll give you all of this shit back. And Lucius is not taking him, you know, not taking him seriously at all. He's taking him to play with. And downstairs, you know, Michael was like, oh, you really want to give up everything? And he was like, I'm not giving up shit. I'm going to take his empire. Bow. And now Jamal got balls. Old salties. Anyway, y'all. That's everything that happened on this past episode of Empire. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Care Bear, share with your people. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for watching. Please come back next week for the next Empire review. And yeah, I love y'all.